Alrighty, guys. Welcome back to probably the final episode of Fantasy Life I, The Girl Who Steals Time. In the last episode, we finished off the main story, and in this episode, I plan on going through everything you can do in post-game. But before that, if you do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to reach 500 subscribers by August, so it'll really help me out, and it'll help make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. Guys, before we get into this, I just want to say thank you so much for all the support on this video, this whole series as a whole. I mean, I started this as just a channel to go over RPG content, and I never would have expected that this game specifically would have blown up so much. It's my first 10,000 viewed video. I've had consistent 50 to 100 viewers on every single one of my videos in this series. So thank you guys so much, and I hope you'll join me in my next series that I cover, and going forward. I do plan on making more videos like the ones that you've seen before, but for upcoming games. And so, with all that mushy stuff out of the way, let's go ahead and start talking about what's in the post-game. So, very first thing we got right before we ended the last video was we got this golden butterfly up here. The golden butterfly, or flutter, asked us to find 50 Celestia's gifts. So, golden Celestia gifts are just like regular Celestia's gifts in that they spawn every single day. I have gotten 48 out of my 50 golden Celestia's gifts through time manipulation. Guys, I get about 2 every reset, so that's 2 a day. If you did this legit, assuming you get at least 2, I didn't get anything other than 2, and I have a 5-star island. Assuming you get 2 every single day, that is 25 days to max this out. I did not want to wait for that, so guys, let's go ahead and pick up our final golden Celestias. If you're wondering what they look like, they're just a single flower right here, and they're golden. We'll pick that one up, and just so we don't go look for our next one, let's go ahead, collect all. We got our 177 Celestia's gifts, and another golden Celestia gift. And that is all 50 of the goldens. You can see there, we have 50 more. From what I've been told, after you've collected 50, no more will spawn on your island. You do not need to keep resetting. You only need 50. And now, we'll come up here and talk to Flutter. Wow, did you find 50 golden Celestia's gifts for me? 1, 2, 3, 49, and that's 50. Perfect. You know what to do now. Just pray to the goddess as usual and... Oops, me and my big mouth. The truth is, I've been watching you all along. I must confess that the voice coming from the goddess statue was none other than me. I thought it would be fun to liven it up a little. Yes. I'll explain everything later to the statue of the goddess.
Thank you so much.
I'm finally back to my regular form. My name is Yulia. Believe it or not, I'm the daughter of the goddess Castelia. The order of Reveria is so dear to my mother. I've been watching from the heavens so I could learn more about it. That's when I noticed a creepy aura coming from that big hole in the ground, so I came here to check it out. I didn't expect to be weakened so badly by that awful miasma, though. But for now, I'll stay in this form and do absolutely everything I can to help. Oh, don't worry. I plan to keep up with my goddess statue duties too. I actually kind of like them. Nothing makes me happier than helping those in need. So, if there's anything you're troubled with, ask away. Yulia joined the island. And so, that is our 50th and final Strangeling / resident. We can go over here, and we can claim it. You do get an achievement for completing that as well. And now, let's go ahead and go into the guild. There's some new things that our friend here sells. So, if you come to Marco, after you've beaten the game, you can actually go down here to the objects and find magic ore deposits. You can see I have a bunch of these. This is the only other way to get magic ore besides going into the dungeon, so if you don't feel like running the dungeon, just go ahead and pick them up here. I believe he also sells darkwood trees, so you can get these back in the depths. However, if you want to put them on the island, you're more than welcome to. And now, we're going to go ahead and deliver our final request. You need Roast of Legend, which you get just through the base game. Everything here you can get without going into the dungeon. The Magic Ingot, the Pink Silk, the Heal All Pluses, and the Arched Gate. Let's go ahead and deliver it and get our final shop rating. You get white Tinoco pants and some new appliques, as well as a plate of trip cake and darkwood lumber, as well as some stickers.
Need something, eh?
We'll go ahead and make sure we pick all that up. Just because we have all this extra money, there's no reason not to. The trip applique, Hagram applique, an elixir, a Tinoco sticker, and a dragon sticker. I also just want to quickly go ahead and spend all of the remaining of my Celestia's gifts. See what all we can buy here. There is a ton. Actually, I'm going to pick up a Dreamy Box. I don't know what these give us. I've never used a single one of these. It is actually a completely random item. So we will go ahead and just pick up the rest of these recipes using Celestia's gifts. At least as many as I can. You can see I've done a lot of resetting, but I'm still not going to have enough. That just shows you exactly how much Celestia gift you need in this game. It's kind of ridiculous. On top of that, I've made it to floor 1000 in the dungeon, so I'm going to go ahead. Anything here I want? Not necessarily, so we'll go ahead and pick up our makeover box times 5. We'll buy 4 of them. Our makeover box costs 5. We'll buy 4 of them. These are new outfits for our characters. Going for Monica, Hazel, Cherry, and Kanugi. We'll go ahead and look at those. Not outfits. So, who was it? Monica, Hazel. So, Monica. I like that. We got Hazel. I also like that, but I've also seen these characters for so long. Who else do we got? Oh, here's Yulia. Does she get outfits? Yes, she does. It was Kanugi and Cherry. And then there's Kanugi. Oh, I'm a big fan of that one, too. And so that is everything Marco can sell in this game at a 5-star rating. And now, let's do the last thing we can here. And let's talk to Edward.
Whoa.
The Kingdom of Mysteria. Its location and size are different from 1,000 years ago, but it seems to have returned through a twist in history. The king and princess must have survived and rebuilt the kingdom. Let's make sure to pay them a visit sometime. What can I do for you? So, I'll go over slates here in a second, but let's just go ahead and replace all 10 of our slates that we have.
Do we have extra?
We get 10 new recipes. Divine Hoe, Sinister Seafood Bowl, Devilish House, Chair of Atonement, Venus Frying Pan, Arcalite Shield, Steel Beast Helm, Devilish House A, Devilish Square, and some random inventories. We'll go ahead and appraise 10 more.
What do we extra?
Tenebrian, Darkness Eating Chest, Dragonbone Brush, Chaos Spear, Sharazad Needle, Dragon Breaker, Divine Gauntlets, Summer Flask, Devilish House B.
Alright then.
So if we go look at that, actually, let's go ahead and check out some of those recipes. You can see, what was it, one of the pickaxes? Right here is what I want to show off. So, Magic Ingots, Darkwood Lumber, and Magma Dragonstone we've already gone over. However, we have even more. We have the Dark Gem and the Dark Monster Core. So, the easiest way to explain this is after you beat the game, shadow monsters will spawn inside of the dungeon, inside the treasure grove. I do not know if they can spawn anywhere else. I've only seen them in the treasure grove. However, I see them very, very frequently. When you defeat those monsters, you have a chance at getting new items. Those items are the Dark Fire, the Shadow Soaked Hide, and the Dark Monster Core. On top of that, there are brand new types of trees you can find. We'll go into the encyclopedia here, and we can actually take a look. You have the Darkwood Tree and the Great Darkwood Tree. However, you also have something that for some reason doesn't appear here. It is called the... Let's see if we can go view it in our recipes, actually. We need to find anything that uses that bark. So a bow should use it. We can go to our... Didn't we just get a new bow? Yes. The Tenebrian right here. So you get it from a special kind of dark tree that you can only find in the dungeon. However, all of that is random. So again, this special kind of dark tree and this special kind of dark magic ore only spawn in the dungeon. We'll put a little pin in that because there is technically one other way to get it. And the dark monsters will also spawn in the dungeon, and they will drop all those materials I just went over. The dark fire, the shadow soaked hide, the dark monster core, the dark tree bark, and the dark tree sap. I won't go run through those dungeons. There's a ton to do, and again, it's completely random. I could be in there for hours without actually seeing it. Just take my word for it. If you're looking for any of these items, they're in the dungeon. However, I do want to go over the dark fire and what it can be used for. I also did want to quickly point out, here in Ginormosia, at the Fort Guardheart, there actually are shadow monsters in here that should also drop this material if you do not want to go into the dungeon. So let's go ahead and see if we can't find some here. Let's see if this shadow behemoth drops me anything. I am a level 77, just in case you didn't believe I've been running that dungeon a ton. I really wanted to show off all the hero classes. Unfortunately, it's just taking way too long and completely random. Let's go ahead. Meteor Crash, the Shadow Behemoth. Let's go ahead and defeat this guy real quick. I'll go and heat it already, huh? Come on. Let's hope he gives us some shadow materials here. At least one. Nope, just a Sylphid. So we'll go ahead and run back into the dungeon in here. See if any of these guys will drop us any shadow materials. It really shouldn't take too long. And I'll tell you, if you're in the dungeon and in one of the fight parts of the dungeon, there's a really good chance you just get a ton of these. Let's see if any of these shadow carroties will drop before us. Some crimson carrots as of now. Oh, come on, shadow carroties. Go ahead and use an SP potion. I've used so many of these while running that dungeon, because I did beat a floor 100 dungeon, or I guess floor 1000, but a level 100 dungeon. Very, very difficult. I'm really glad I had a good team with me, or else I don't think I would have been able to beat it. I had to do it online as well. I stopped doing it solo because it was just a little too difficult.
I simply let the winds be
Oh, right there we get a dark fire. So again, that is a way that you can grind this dark fire. It's just right here inside the castle. And now we'll show what that dark fire can be used for. So we're just right here outside the Quetzal Nest in the base area. We'll just go ahead and run on the side.
Yeah.
And we'll go ahead and get rid of these guys just so they leave us alone. Run up to this door. And you will see it requires 10 dark fire. We'll go ahead and lift the seal here. And you can see it used our 10 dark fire. And what we'll get is a mercenary's bounty. I'm pointing this out now, guys. Almost every single one of those doors we've seen can be lifted using the dark fire. However, you need to grind dark fire to lift every single door according to a cheat sheet that you can find in the Steam guides page. It requires 215 dark fire to lift every single door. I quickly want to list what you can find in every single area, just in case you feel like doing so. In the Bannon Cave here in the capital of Mysteria, that's going to be right in here. You can check inside. There's a dark fire door right here. This costs 5 dark fire to lift, and you get a stack of firewood recipe. We found the Quetzal one that gives you Mercenary's Bounty and requires 10. on Faraway Island in Lulab Forest, right over here, that requires 30 dark fire. This is the only other place, or past these, that you can find the luminous darkwood tree. So, right here you'll see it's question mark, question mark, question mark, because I technically haven't found it in the overworld. This is a luminous darkwood tree. That is the tree that otherwise only spawns in the dungeon, as well as a small fish shadow. I don't believe this is anything special, neither are any of these trees. However, this is one of the only ways you can get it outside of the main area. Also here, in the Spirit Road, we have this seal. This one also requires 30 dark fire. Inside here is a chest for the minor tools, as well as a wicked mandrake. I believe it spawns somewhere around here, but it is a guaranteed wicked mandrake spawn. Here on the Tropical Isles, at Yohoho Cavern, we have this seal. This one will take 30 dark fire to break into, and you can find a rare fish shadow. So these are the fish, the regular fish, that you can only get inside the dungeon. The boss fish do not spawn here. There are boss fish exclusive to the dungeon. However, the regular fish that will spawn there, they're basically shadow fish. They can spawn inside here in Yohoho Cavern. The next one is over here on Swollen Island. Inside the Cave of Trials, I believe this is on the basement first floor, we have this seal. This takes 30 dark fire, and inside here is a recipe for Salute Glass, and also, if I just look around here, you see you get a bunch of gold deposits. However, you also have right here, this is your Luminous Magic Ore. This, just like the Luminous Tree, is the only other place, except for one which we'll get to in a second, that can spawn the Luminous Shadow, the Luminous Magic Ore outside of the dungeon. Then, there are two more. Here in the present, you have, in the depths, the first floor, you have this seal. This one also takes 30, and it has a level 70 Shadow Caratella boss and level 65 Shadow Carides, as well as a thick novel recipe and a sword pattern rug recipe. So if you don't want to farm in the Ginormosia, if you manage to get 30, you can open this up and have a little bit of an easier time, but they are higher levels. So you'll be fighting level 65 Shadow Carides and level 70 Shadow Caratella boss. And now, there's only one more. Here in the past, in War in Willow Hollow, we can check inside. This is in the basement first floor. This is the area we explored in the finale of the game. You have this seal. This one takes 50 dark fire to break through. Inside is a single luminous dark tree and a luminous magic ore. So if you have 50, you might as well open this one up. You get access to both the luminous darkwood and luminous magic ore, as well as level 55 Shadow Carides and a recipe for the alchemy table. And so that is all of the enemies and bosses that you can find outside of the dungeon in post-game. Those are the uses for the shadow materials, where you can find luminous tree and luminous magic ore, and all that good stuff that you don't have to do while grinding the dungeon. I will also mention there are certain bosses that will spawn in Ginormosia at level 5. As far as I've seen, it does not increase the spawn chance of legendary monsters. However, there are monsters that supposedly can only spawn in the dungeon. However, they will spawn here at some of these areas being level 5. So I would recommend getting all of them up to level 5, seeing what new bosses and enemies will spawn here. That way you do not have to go through the dungeon. And so that is everything you can do outside of the dungeon that I will not be fully delving into because of the amount of time and RNG. However, there is one thing we can do here in Ginormosia. We're actually going to travel over to any camp. We'll travel to Hanawa Hamlet just because it's closer. Whenever I zoomed in, they're all equally close because you're fast traveling there. And if we have a of time weapon or life tool, so you can see here, my carpenter has the saw of time and my alchemist has the flask of time, and you come talk to this plundering panther. My eyes ain't playing tricks on me, are they? You've got the genuine legendary saw of time? But the one I saw ages ago had a more, this is the real deal kind of vibe, had an otherworldly gleam to it. What if you tried cramming some materials into it? Then one heck of a new legend to be born on the spot. And you get a recipe for the true Saw of Time. You can just keep talking to this panther as long as you have other ones, like the true Flask of Time, and you unlock a brand new recipe. We'll go ahead and check that out. So if I come over here to my saws, you can see here, I have my Saw of Time, and then my true Saw of Time. This will require 1 Saw of Time, 10 legendary divine logs, 10 legendary dawn horns, a sultan stone, which only comes from the treasure grove, and a fish that can only appear in Multana Wastes in Ginormosia at rank 5. You can see how this is a very, very long grind, as well as this. 1 nearly invisible teardrop, that's not too bad. However, 10 legendary dawn horns and 10 legendary shiny diamonds. I have not seen anybody who has fully completed every single true legendary weapon or life tool in the game. However, do not sleep on this. If you are going to try to get everything and you want to get all the legendary life tools, do not think you're done after the first of time weapons. You have to come to the Plundering Panther and grab the true of time recipes. One of the last things I want to go over is actually all the side quests that appear after you finish the game. So there's one in pretty much every area. Starting here at Faraway Islands, we have this side quest right here, the Tears of Steel. We'll travel over to the Valley of Spirits and pick it up. I can't promise I'll be able to complete all of these, just because there's a chance some of them require going through the Treasure Grove. However, I will try to show off the best I can and show you where you can pick them up. So, let's run down here to this guy, Bean. He wants armored onions. That's super easy. Here you go, man. They're all yours. They'll give me marine silk from this. I don't think that's worth it, Bean, but hey, man. And I believe that is the only new side quest in Faraway Islands that appeared after you've beaten the game. So now we will go to Tropica Isles. We have this one right here, roll out the red carpet, as well as the magic stone, and the tree swallowed in darkness. And this one up here, a legendary fish print. I believe all these are just going to require the magic ore, the darkwood tree, and probably... I'm not sure. Most of these quests don't require anything that makes you go into the Treasure Grove, but I might be wrong here. Rugu, you want the Mat of Darkness. Okay, can I make that? I mean, we'll for sure give it a shot. Let me pick up the rest of these quests real quick. You want magic ore. That will be very easy now that we can just drop them in our house and just farm them that way. I'm guessing you want a magic, or you want dark lumber, or just darkwood logs. Here you go. I got them right here for you. And we'll just slowly run back up here. I don't really need to heal right now. I'm at 77. I'd love to hit level 78.
Let's do this.
Okay, so it's going to be up and then to the left. What is that enemy? Have we killed this guy before? Oh, it's just a mimic. Yeah, yes, we have.
Let's do this.
Okay, Bitey Sharks, please leave me alone. You're level 28. Cole, what do you want? The golden swordfish print. Can I make that? I just need some yellow paint, and yes, I can. So we will do that here in a second. But first, let's head to Swollen Islands. You can see there's 3 new quests here besides the tournament.
Yes.
Our first one is Hurry here. I feel like I remember what hers... Just a forest lily lamp. That shouldn't be an issue. Mushi wants duffels. Yeah, hey, man. I got 105. I will give you all of them for free. Oh, he wants more mushrooms? A birdie helmet, huh? I don't know if we can craft that. We'll give it a shot, though. I have every recipe, so there's no reason I shouldn't be able to. This guy just wants me to defeat the Nap Dragon, huh? You know what, man? Just for you, I'll make the trip down there one more time. And I actually won't cut this out. This game's almost over, and so let's just talk for a minute. It has really, I don't want to say piqued my interest, but I'm very surprised at how much traction this series and this game actually got. I know this isn't a very well, it's not like a popular game. It's not, you know, Expedition 33, everyone's not playing it. So I know I'm one of very few people actually covering it, but I will say I do really appreciate everyone who has watched this far into the series. I do want to try to hit 500 subscribers. That's kind of like the next channel goal. There's actually not much. YouTube themselves won't let you do anything till you've hit 500 subscribers. So that's one of the reasons I'm working towards hitting that. Once you've hit 500 subscribers, your next goal is 1,000. By the time you've hit 1,000 subscribers, you've actually just unlocked everything you can possibly do in YouTube. So that's kind of what I've been working towards. I started doing this channel as a whole, just as a way to kind of start making something out of the games I was playing. You know, I'm 25 years old. I kind of just have a lot of free time on my hands right now, so I was like, you know what? I'm playing all these RPGs anyways. This is the kind of content I want. And it actually started because I was playing through the Trails games. Starting with Trails Through the Sky, Trails of Cold Steel. Then I wanted to play Chrono Trigger. And there weren't guides out online that I could find anywhere. There weren't people playing through it. And most of the stuff that I did see was just kind of like 4-hour-long, just uncut videos of people maybe playing through the games, but they didn't have any dialogue. There was no audio. It was just kind of them, the gameplay itself, and nothing else to it. And some of it was really bad. So I decided, you know what? If I'm looking for this content, I know there's other people looking for this content. So that's why I've started this channel, just to play RPGs that people want to see, and maybe not everybody can afford these games or doesn't have access to play all these games. And so that's kind of why I've started this channel, and it's kind of just started as fun, and so I'm really glad it's, I don't want to say grown into what it is, because it definitely has grown, but I know, you know, even the 200 subscribers I've gotten in the last month are massive. So I'm very grateful, and I've had a lot of fun with this game as well. A game I'm looking at playing, my lineup's pretty stacked for the rest of the year. By the time you're watching this, a lot of stuff had already been announced, because here in just a few days, we're actually getting the Xbox Showcase this coming Saturday. We also have the Summer Games Fest this Friday, and people are pretty sure that we're having a Switch 2 launch, like direct on the day the Switch 2 launches. So my lineup might change, but as of right now, I do plan on covering Trails in the Sky, the first chapter, which is the remake of the very first Trails game. I'll be covering that on September 19th when it comes out. There's also the next Trails game, the final in the series, that'll be coming out this year as well, in the fall, that I'll be covering, as well as I want to cover, I forget what the name of it is, but it's a PS5 exclusive RPG that looks a lot like Final Fantasy 16. Off the top of my head, I don't know it, so if you guys do know, let me know in the comments, but I do plan on covering that in August. As of right now, the next game I'm probably going to cover is going to be the Sea of Stars, Throes of the Watchmaker DLC. It's basically a standalone DLC that's about 8 hours long. I really enjoyed Sea of Stars back in 2023 when it came out, so hopefully you guys will stick around and join me for that. And let's just quickly finish off this Snapdragon. This is probably going to be one of the only fights we have to do in this episode. This guy's kind of a joke now that I'm level 77. And now I'm 78. I got that level up I wanted. And just while we're here, I do want to quickly show off what you get when you hit hero rank. In every skill board up at the top is the hero rank skill. What it is Mercenary here gets minus 5% SP consumption for every life. This applies to everybody, so Woodcutter plus 5% charged attack damage for all lives. Miner, minus 5 charge up time for all lives. Angler, plus 10 special skill charge rate for all lives. And the Farmer, plus 5 status effect resistance for all lives. So that top hero skill you unlock is always going to affect every single life in the game. So very, very fun, very, very worth it to try to get hero. There's also an achievement for it, so if you are going for every achievement like I am, just get hero in every life. I know the RNG is going to be tough. I'm probably going to tough it out just in my own time while I'm starting to move on to other series. But I do plan on trying to get every achievement, and who knows? Maybe after I've done this episode and see how the reception is, maybe I'll put out a bonus video of me getting hero in every single life and getting the final achievement. So let's go ahead and craft. What are we looking for here? first we got this Force Lily light. Honestly, I could just... Let's autocraft this thing. Yes, yes I can. And then we have, what was it? We need this golden swordfish, and we need the birdie helmet. So I need bronze ingots. Okay, I have a ton of bronze. Let me just auto-craft all of it, 23. Let me go ahead and craft, what? I need yellow paint for this one, so... Oh, I don't have any yellow anthurium. While I'm here, Edward, take the rest of these slates. You also get these slates from all those shadow enemies as well. Again, a completely random drop. The only point of them is to bring him here to Edward to get these new crafting recipes, which unfortunately aren't as good as the of time weapons or tools, but they're still pretty neat to get. You might as well... You're going to be collecting them if you're going for the seals anyway, so you might as well give them all to Edward. Go ahead and head in here. Can I just buy yellow paint straight up? Or do I have to buy yellow anthuriums? I convert all of my yellow anthurium into, Interesting. I convert it all into my infinite money. So, by selling stickers. So I don't just have these on me. Let's go ahead and just... I'll just autocraft. It's just going to be a little bit quicker. Okay, so then we have the birdie helmet. This should be absolutely no problems. Sure, Mime come in here, Kikyo come in here. Can I one-shot this? No, just barely short. And then it's the golden swordfish print. Oh, this one's going to take a little bit longer. I guess it is the golden swordfish print. So I should probably focus up for this one. I did not equip the best possible gear for my painter class, but that's fine. Oh, this one's just one spot tap, huh? Not getting any excellence here, and I just got my ability, which will be good, so I can basically skip this whole next portion. In the zone. This is going to be a top. Perfect. Now, the only other thing I want to look for is that shadow carpet. Do I really not have it? No, because I guarantee it's going to come from this, Yeah, it's probably going to come from random ones. Dang, that stinks. I was really hoping I could complete all of them. But not much I can do about it. Let's go ahead and go to Marco. We want to pick up... I don't think I can just buy straight up ore from him. I think I have to buy... Yeah, I have to buy these magic ingots. Sure, we'll pick up 10 of them. Only because she wants the ore and not the magic ingots. So I just have to kind of set these down and harvest them. Let's go to an area that has a lot of space, which will probably be back here. Actually, yeah, probably back here. Hey, that's why I kept this area. For sure, for sure. Let's go ahead and go into Hagram mode. Let's go lay these out. Here we go. I need 10 of them. That's 3, 4, 5. I'm just kind of spamming A, and it's going to go wherever it ends up. That should be 10 right there. I know I already had 1, I think. But this will be fine. And I actually don't know if you can make these go up to, like, higher levels. Maybe if you just let them sit here overnight, like every day it might progress in levels. There's not really a reason to do that unless you want XP, so one Y attack does break these. It's super, super quick. I think it's actually quicker just to do tap A. We'll see. Can I two-shot it? Yes. Definitely easier just to tap A. There's our Magic Stone quest complete, but we'll just harvest the rest of these because I set them down. And there we go. Let's check our quests, make sure we have everything done so I can go turn them all in at the same time. Never going to complete those. Not that one. Not Big Beak. Big Beak is actually one you can get in Ginormosia at level 5. Mat of Darkness. Unfortunately, I don't have it, so sorry, man. You're going to be a quest I don't complete. All the rest are ready, though, so let's go ahead and travel to... Where is it? Swollen Island. We can go here first. Actually... We'll go to Tropical Isles first. In Tropical Isles, we're just going to run all the way back to this girl at the very back that wants the magic ore. Then we'll fast travel to that cave up north to get there a little bit quicker for the golden fish painting. Sucks I have to get rid of this golden fish painting. I was going to put this in my museum for like a ton of money. But I prefer to complete a quest. Let me know if you guys know where that shadow mat is. My assumption is that it's a tablet. There's a chance it's the exact same way as everything else. I will say this. If an update ever comes out that makes that much, much easier to get those recipes, I will make a video to come back and get the rest of the side quests completed. But for now, unfortunately, I don't think there's an achievement. I've looked at all the achievements. There doesn't seem to be one associated with completing every side quest. So for me, it is not a mandatory thing to do. A legendary fish print. Only 3,000 in platinum, huh? That's kind of a waste. And so, I think the last side quest you can actually pick up is here at the capital of Mysteria. You can see right up here, Renoa's treasure, which is just Rem. Unless he has like a real treasure this time. How would it fit to sit on the throne, to rule the kingdom even for just a few seconds? You're too chicken to find out. But, wait. But I'm here to see Renault. Do I need to wait in the inn? Is it really going to make me wait because it's nighttime? Okay. Come on. Why couldn't he just be here? How was I supposed to know that? Hello? You're really going to make me spend money? I'm the hero, and you're making me spend money. It sucks because we know this this pass is still going to end. We just don't know when, so I guess no time soon. But I guess the way time travel works is I can just go back to any point ever. Literally no time can pass in the past because of I can just keep going back before and before. Something must be done. Without it, the capital, no. The whole kingdom will be thrown into chaos. Oh, your timing is impeccable. I need your help. A royal treasure chest has been stolen from the castle grounds. Inside it is something incredibly precious. Its value cannot possibly be measured in wealth or words.
My apologies.
If I could, I would see the treasure returned to myself, but unfortunately my duties require me to remain in the palace at present. That's why I'd hoped you would catch the villain who did this. Of course, I'll reward you handsomely for your service to the crown. Sure, man. You're gonna give me a sack of copper? Thank you. I won't forget this kindness, but I'm sorry to say that the thief left behind no trace to speak of. However, one of our lookouts, Sentin, may have seen something. Do ask if he has any clues. This is not the same quest we've already done, right? This is a level 5 quest. Was this a main story quest? Ghosts. Did the game bug out? Was this supposed to be a completely different quest?
Need my power, eh? Oh.
Yeah, goodbye, ghosts. Well, we've already done this, so...
Huh?
That's so weird. It's weird because it told me to pay a visit to Rem. Like, that's what Edward told me. Hold on, let me go rest again. Let me go back to daytime. Sleep until morning. Why would Edward tell me to head back here if it just gave me a broken quest? I hope that wasn't supposed to be a different quest and it gave me that one instead. Hello, Rem. Hello, Renoa. Well, it looks like there actually is nothing there, so I'm going to cover 2 more things before we end things off. Let's go back to base camp first. And I want to quickly go over the dungeon, the treasure grove, the RNG big boy of the game. The whole reason that I'm not 100%ing this game is because of this. I'm going to show you a very, very easy way to find what you need. So if you come back to Calm, I don't know if you guys have done this. This is the only reason I'm showing it off. This isn't a informational video or anything. This is just how to do it. If you want to have people join your treasure grove, you can actually just hit recruitment, change the treasure grove. I don't have any selected right now, and then recruit. However, you have a couple options. You can auto search here, which is just going to find you random groups to join. Just 2 exploring the island. Wow. Multana Wastes rank 6. So another thing is that if you're looking for, you know, specific ranks of areas, so like this Multana Waste has a boss in it that will only appear after you're level 5. You can do it that way. However, the easiest way is to come here to advanced search. What you can do is go by destination. If you want to explore, say, Multana Wastes, you can do so. You just hit search. And then you'll see here, this is a Multana Waste rank 1. You can just press X to refresh your list. Now you'll see rank 3. You can keep pressing X to refresh your list. Rank 1s, and so on. However, the thing I like to use it for is the treasure grove. This is how I've been doing a ton of treasure groves. I will choose what I want. So I've already went over, as far as I've seen, mining and woodcutting can be done here in the base game in the overworld. However, you need a lot of those shadow, the shadow seals. So if you want to, you can just do those 2. There are about 2 or 3 boss fish that can only be found in the dungeon. And there's only about 2 bosses that can be found in the dungeon. However, if you come to monster type, you can just hit search. And that's actually one of them, the Crystal Behemoth. That is a level 90. That only spawns here in the treasure grove. I actually don't know if it'll let me, but we'll go ahead. If you will not be able to bury it, sure, we'll hop into it, see if we can get into a Crystal Behemoth fight real quick. We'll see if it'll let us in. Dang, we sat there for like 2 or 3 minutes, nothing happened. Wait, yep. So yeah, that's how you do it. Crystal Behemoth is one of the 2 bosses that are in here. The other one's like Abyss Lord or something like that. So yeah, if you are looking to do Treasure Grove, I highly recommend just playing with friends or playing with randoms here. You also get more of the fruit that you can use to buy the boxes and stuff like that. And so guys, that brings us to the final thing we have to do. We've gone over all the lives that we possibly can. I don't care to do any of these, unfortunately, at least not right now. We've done every quest that doesn't require any sort of like RNG mechanics or things I just don't know how to get yet. And so, it's time for the last thing. And that is the arena, baby. It is time to finish up the championship battles. We are the champion of the arena. However, we have 2 challenge attempts to keep our title as champion. The first up is going to be a level 80 Fragile. Let's get into it. Fragile is coming by 2 burly gorillas, a exclusive to the dungeon, actually. Unfortunately, Fragile, I'm a much higher level than I was previously, so let's do this. Probably gonna be best to get rid of these burly gorillas first. Unfortunately, my allies are probably gonna drop a ton in this. Okay, okay, Fragile, calm down. I'm coming for you in a second. Oh, SP. I would love for... Oh, shoot. I was like, I would hope... Oh, okay. I think that hit him. I was hoping he went for that attack. You can see this is going to be a very long fight. We have actually fought for Geo before, but just in case anything's different, I'll just keep this video going. Just because I want to show... Probably the last time I hop into the arena here, I actually think it might be a daily thing, like you can challenge the arena twice, but it says 0 out of 2, so we're going to do at least 2 of these and see what happens when we max it out. My teammates are staying in this. Go ahead and heal them up. This is also like the strongest buddies I can have right now. I don't think I have anybody that would be better. Eat my meteor for Geo. Let's revive. He's about half health. For Geo, I have literally fought a level 100 bird, and I just dodged his attacks the whole time. And it was in the treasure grove. It was like a 20-minute fight of just me and all my allies just dodging a ton of attacks and getting like 2 or 3 hits in when we could. Oh, Glenn. Come on, come on. Great timing there. Uh-oh. Good thing I got iframes there. Get up, Hawk. Frenzied phase. Here we go. Uh-oh. I want to get out of here. Okay, Damon, come on. Isn't... Oh, thank God. I thought he was coming for me for a second. I would like to use Meteor Crash. Please stun. There we go. If you don't want to do the dungeon, the treasure grove, these arena fights are a really good way to get easy levels. I mean, Ginormosia is just better than this place because you can do infinite Ginormosia. But if you just want quick fights, this arena is very, very easy to do that. The benefit of things like Ginormosia and the Treasure Grove is you're not only working on combat lives, you're working on every life. So you can work on literally all of them. Whereas doing this is just combat. Oh my God. Regil? Oh, come on, man. That sucks. Okay, we're still in it. We're still in it. And that's for Geo. Glenn hit level 69. Nice. That is 10,000 dosh and a Redux Stone. So our final fight, and probably the final thing we do in this game, is against Tunoko Quetzal. The first real boss I think we ever fought in this game. Oh, just some razor beaks with him. A friend of mine said they were fighting 2 big beaks, which are the other, like, large bird enemy that you can either find in the dungeon as a boss or in Generalmosia at rank 5. I was kind of hoping we'd get one. I mean, I know they don't have their drops, you know, but it would have been cool to show off a new boss at least. And I don't think your encyclopedia actually updates unless you're playing your own dungeon. I think if you're on a friend's treasure grove, it actually doesn't appear. So unfortunately, all those treasure groves I did didn't add anything to my encyclopedia. Oh, come on, Glenn. I need you to not take those hits, man. Damon's almost dead. Ooh. Yeah, so this is the guy we fought at level 100. It's actually really easy. You just have to dodge all those attacks he's doing. Oh, this is a terrible time, Damon. Okay, well, that's good. Why is this Tinoco Quetzal a million times easier than Fragile? Meteor Crash. Yep, go get him up. I'm gonna keep holding aggro here, Glenn. It's crazy. I'm definitely dealing the most damage. And this boss just likes to target my buddies so much. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He can kill you so fast with that wing attack he does, because he just shoots a couple of wing bullets at you. And finish it off. That was an impressive victory. Congrats, bro. 5,000 in a win, man. Doesn't look like there are any more opponents for you to take on today. Come back tomorrow and have a shredded day. So yes, when you hit champion, you can run through the Coliseum 2 times per day for dosh, rewards. You can fight all sorts of bosses that you can find in the game. And so, guys, I think that's it for my Let's Play of Fantasy Life I, the girl who steals time. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you all in my next Let's Play.